what keeps us apart in our lives, in our relationships? We hear so much about division in our world and politics, in the way we deal with others. And what we often find is what separates us is blame and self-justification. We see a classic example of that in our Old Testament text this week. It's a familiar story from the garden of Adam and Eve, the fall into sin. And we see God come and he visits with Adam, and Adam goes to blame and self-justification. This woman who you gave me, she's the problem. Then we hear from Eve, well, it wasn't me who made the mistake, it was the serpent who deceived me. And all these things were true. But none of them helped. When we look at our own relationships, and we know it intrinsically in our marriage, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? We can easily accept fault, at least on a surface level, to maintain happiness. But we get into real problems when we find the need to justify ourselves over and over in every relationship. And what separates us in a public sphere, in politics, it's all the other people who are the problem. But us, well, we at least had the best intentions. Things might not have gone well. And we struggle to say the two simple words that can bring us together, that can heal us. That is, I'm sorry. In Christian terms, this takes us back to the root of who we are. Jesus came and he came preaching one message. It's a simple line. He preached repentance and the forgiveness of sins. That begins with repentance, saying to God, no, it wasn't that you sent the woman to me. It wasn't the snake. It was that I was wrong. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. And the forgiveness of sins, where God does that to us. He heals us of all of our mistakes. What does it mean for us in our lives and our relationships to be people around this one ideal of repentance and the forgiveness of sins? It means often in our lives being quick to, willing to, eager to say, you know, I messed up. I'm sorry. We'll be thinking about that this week and talking about it on Sunday. We hope to see you there. God's blessings.